Now you need somewhere firm to secure the cord. You can see here I'm using the back of a chair to secure the cord. Now here I'm putting the staple in. You have to put it in sideways and then swing it round. And be very precise about the length that you bind onto. I'm making a certain style of reed here where around about 73 is what I'm going to be binding onto. You'll find that different styles of reed require different lengths. This is a 47mm staple with a specific bore that I'm comfortable with. I'll make sure that when it's there that it's really the right length. The more precise you can be with all these measurements, right from the beginning of the first choice of a piece of cane, the more likely you are to be successful with the end product. Now the important thing here is to keep tension on the reed. First of all, I'll do 2 wraps, and then I pull the reed closed. And I've done that quite close to the top of the cane. And I look round to make sure that the closure is even on both sides, that one side isn't open while the other is closed. I also want to have the cane straight on the staple. What I've done is I did it 4 binds to the top, and now I'm binding back down over the tie-on cord. I'm keeping the tension tight at the back of the cane as well as with my right hand. Now I'm just going to split off the back there, and now I'm going to do half hitches to tie knots. I do 3 or 4 of these and pull tight. Here comes another one. There we go. I just cut off the end. There's a bound-on piece of cane, looking pretty good. And there's 3 of them. You need quite a heavy weight of cord. You can use some sewing cords. Overstitch cord is about as thin as you want to get. So what I'm doing now is that I'm just going to get the cane ready to make the reed. So I'm shaving down the end there, making it thinner, I should say, not being too careful about it. Get into the water to make sure that there's the cane is nice and damp. And this is my guillotine for the reeds. I've got it set at the length I want to have this particular style of reed. Just let it on, put it there and use the handle there to operate the blade, and bang, there's the end off. Again, I want to have things all measurements as constant as I can get them, so there's a minimal amount of variation when I'm making each individual reed. The shaper left a couple of ears on, which I now take off. Just taking off those little protuberances left from the shaper. I do it at this point before I actually get into making the reed proper, so I do it after I cut the end off, before I start doing the final scraping. Okay, I'm going to actually show you a profiler now. You can get profilers which do varying degrees of taking cane off reeds, ranging from partial scraping to almost finished scraping. This one is going to be a partial scrape. So the aim here is just to show you the use of the profiler. So I've got it secured there, and with my left hand there I'm just changing the angle of the blade of the reed to the knife, which is underneath my right hand. And with a few swipes there, I take cane off. You can see there it goes onto the tongue, and at the right hand end there, you can underneath my finger there is the actual shape which is being traced by a blade, or actually by a ball. And that directs the knife in how it's going to take the cane off. It's like a pattern machine. Okay. Here I'm just cleaning out the extra cane that's got caught on the blade. It's really important to keep your equipment as clean as you can.